Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Sarah and welcome to my first video. Today we are going to be recreating this look right here. Super simple, super easy to follow, and it is my everyday makeup routine. If you want to see how I got this look, then please keep watching. So for me, I always start with my eyes. Always, always, always curl your eyelashes. So now typically I don't usually wear that much makeup. I don't wear foundation for the day. I just use powder. So then what I do is, what I like to do is I only put a little bit of concealer right here, just, you know, brighten up the under eye because it's not looking so cute. One that's not super full coverage that I like to use is the Urban Decay Naked Skin. It's really nice, really lightweight, blends out really nice. If you do have more darkness under here, if you want a more full coverage that really just covers everything, the Tarte Shape Tape. So today I'm going to use the Naked Skin. So what I like to use is a beauty blender or any beauty sponge that you want. So mine is the Real Techniques. So make sure it is wet. Naked Skin by Urban Decay, and I have the shade Fair Neutral, which is the lightest because, you know, pretty white. So let's go ahead and put some on. So for this, I'm only going to put it in the areas that are really dark. So for me is like right up in here and across like this, and kind of just drag it in. That's all I do, and then I blend it out. And then of course, where there's any other really red areas, so of course I have a nice little friend that came to visit, so put him some there. I have this red birthmark, and then I just kind of put a little bit more here. And then we'll go ahead and blend it out with our sponge. And always just make sure that you're just bouncing your sponge instead of wiping. So you never want to wipe because it will just move everything around, and that's not what we want. We want it to stay where it is for coverage. And we just bounce our sponge and get right up in there. You always want to set your concealer. It's most important. So you can use any setting powder you want, the Laura Mercier translucent powder, any powder you want. So the one I like to use is the RCMA No Color powder. So then you just dip your sponge in, get a good amount of product on there, and then you just go in, press it into the skin. And you can either just press it and you want to just get it in there. And if you want to do a little bit of baking with this, you can. So just really just press it in. Okay, so now that we're done with that, we're just going to let that sit there for a little bit. I know it looks crazy. It looks like I have like a little white mustache here. So next I'm going to go in with my powder. So just take any big powder brush you want. So mine is from Sephora, and it is the, where is it? Number 91 brush, I think. Yes, powder brush. Then we go into our powder. So just get it on there. You get a good amount, and then we start So you want to avoid right here for now. So just go everywhere else that you haven't put anything yet. That's done. So what I like to do then is go in and take a little, it says it's a tapered highlighting brush, but I use it to wipe away any of that powder that we put on underneath of our eyes. You just wipe it away nicely. We don't have any powder left over. Okay. So then, just to kind of bring everything together, I like to put a little bit of powder still again underneath my eyes just to kind of bring everything together and make it all look even. So next, typically for day to day, I don't contour or do anything like that. I just go in with a little bit of blush. So any blush brush will do. So the one I'm going to be using in this palette is this one right here. And this is called Desert Rose from MAC. And then you always want to, I always start in the middle of my cheek and kind of blend backwards. And then kind of bring it to your apple. Want to not smile, because when you smile, you see, you put it here, and then when you don't smile, it comes back down here. You don't want blush way down here. You want it to bring up, right? So you don't want to put it all the way down. So I would just put it to probably the edge of my eye. What I'll do is kind of just look, and I do like to kind of just underline my brows. So I go from here and very lightly, oh, by the way, I'm using the Anastasia Brow Definer in color Soft Brown. So very lightly kind of just go underneath, giving a little bit more definition and bringing it down. So you see now we have a nice shape here and we're bringing it out here, or it's sparse. You always want to remember that the beginning of the front of your brow, you want it to start with the inner corner of your eye. So just like this. So it's like a line right down. So once you find that, you just go up, you make a little line where you want your brow to start, and then the arch of your brow will actually be the outside of your pupil. So you just, again, draw the little line, and then the outside of your brow is, you can match it up with the corner of your nose like this, and that will be right there. So once you have those in, then you can start filling in. Now, of course, you don't want it to come too high. You don't want to look like, hello everybody, I'm surprised at the world type thing, you know? And then once you have that done, I usually just brush it through just to even everything out. So for me, I like to go in after and put on a coat of clear brow gel. So the one I use is from Anastasia, and it is just the clear brow. To my favorite part, highlight. Everyone, if you don't do this already, already, please start. It will change your life. You will love it, I promise. So the brush I do like to use is the Morphe M510 brush. So it's this nice little tapered brush. So it's kind of like a blending brush, but a little bit bigger for highlight. So today I'm using the MAC Soft and Gentle, and it is even just in the pan, like, are you serious? Look at that glow already. So pretty. All right, so then you get your brush all coated, swirl it around in there, get it all up in there. I just usually tap off a little bit of the excess. And so where you want to put your highlight is from, basically I do it from, again, the edge of my eye, the end of my eye, and up. And I kind of round it through here. So we'll start here. It won't be too much of a payoff right now just because it is dry. You will start to see it show up a little bit. Next, what we want to go in and do is we are going to wet our brush, and we're going to go in with that on top of our dry product that we've already laid down. What that just does, it just gives it that little bit extra, and it just pops it over the top, and I love it. So what I'm going to be using is the MAC Fix Plus. So what I usually like to do is I go ahead and wet my brush first. So you just spray it on there, get all the particles on there. So then we go in again and go on top of our highlight that we just put down dry and just add to it. Do you see this? Do you see this? Do you see that? And then the other place I like to go is down the bridge of my nose and on the tip of my nose. Cupid's bow. Do you see what that just did? Yes, honey. And then you take some more, and I always really love to do underneath my eyebrow. So you just pull it up under here. It just kind of like lifts everything and elevates it that much more and brings just the whole look together. So usually what I will do also is I don't go in very far, just kind of on the outer part of my eye. And I kind of just drag it down with the rest of the highlight that's already there. Oh, are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? Other side, again, just on the outer half, and pull her down. So now that we're done with that, we are pretty much done with the look. I typically don't wear lipstick or anything. I kind of just go in with a gloss. So any gloss that you like. Mine's kind of more like a gloss balm type thing. That's about it. So then, as our last step before we are completely done, the last step I like to take is a setting spray. So you can use any setting spray you want. MAC Fix Plus is also technically a setting spray, so you can use that. I do like it. It does give you a nice glowy finish. The one that I typically use is the Urban Decay Chill Makeup Setting Spray. So give her a little shaky shake. And we go in. All right. And this is the final look. She is highlighted to the gods up there. So, pretty simple, pretty straightforward. If you guys have any questions, please leave a comment down below. Give the video a huge thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you, everyone. Love you. See you next time. Oh, not makeup video. First video. Survive.